welcome you back to my channel. Everybody get in here, okay? Y'all get in here, because Politicking Hour is about to start right now. Get in here, everybody, and make sure you tap that like button, okay? We're on the road to 10K subscribers. Yes. Now, Politicking Hour starts right now, and what that means is we talk, okay? That means we politic. How are you doing? Okay, how was everybody's weekend? Did you do something good for you? All right. Um, Let me just tell y'all, one of my biggest beliefs is that our community, okay, people from our community is missing self-care, okay, and self-love, all right? And I just feel like if we all just took care of ourselves a little bit more, all right, and we were getting a little bit more out of life, um, then we would be further, you know? And yeah, as a culture. So anyway, shout out to that, okay? I want to make sure that everybody's taking care of themselves. Oh, yeah, I'm sick. Um, as a self-care, self-love regimen. Now, what that means is just doing things that you like, okay? On a day-to-day, weekly basis. Some of the stuff I like, I always do. Like this weekend, I did me a detox. Absolutely, I sure did. I did a detox. And oh my God, it was good. All right. It got me ready for my week. Yes, because I'm absolutely looking forward to some new things going on for me right now. But yeah, politicking hour starts now. What else is going on? Before we get a show started. Now listen, but I said now listen. Between Obama and crack being in the same sentence, absolutely. And to Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion all being at the VMAs. Yeah, yeah. This week was the news was news then. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so yes. All right. But anyway, shout out to all my superstars, everybody who came over here with me from Instagram, okay? It's gonna get really, really, I just gotta get used to talking to YouTube about self-care and self-love, okay? Because yeah, we all have to take care of our inside part, okay? Period. All right. So shout out to that. But anyway, after that, politicking hour is over, okay? It does not last long. It's just a chance to speak with my audience, and get personal. All right. So shout out to that. And then after that, a new show starts now. And everybody, let's go. Get in here. Listen, I want to say prayers for the family of the 14-year-old who lost his life. Harris, his name is Harris. He passed away suddenly, kind of suddenly, the same day after eating the one chip challenge. Um, Now, if you guys are not familiar with the one chip, it's a very hot chip. And it's only one, okay? And it's supposedly made by two of the hottest peppers, made from two of the hottest peppers in the world. Um, and it's a challenge. And what people do is they eat the chip. And like, listen, y'all, this one chip challenge story hit hard with me, okay? It hit home for me, y'all, because like I tell y'all all the time, I don't watch TV. I'm not a fan, okay? TV is in the dumps. It's going downhill. If you ask me, they need more people like me, okay, and you, all right, to like give it an extra, new writers, new ideas or whatnot. It's just in a funk, so I don't watch TV, and I say it all the time. But I want to give a shout out to Florida MMG and Lex I Am because I do watch those two on YouTube a lot, right? And like Florida MMG, he is a guy that does pranks and he does the one chip challenge a lot. Okay, he pays people $40 to watch them eat this chip and get their reaction. So like, you know, like I have seen so many people eat this chip, y'all. So to hear that somebody had passed away, a child, I was just like, wow. I was just like shocked. Um, Now, what one thing I can say though, I've never seen him do a kid, okay, on his challenge. Because supposedly the one chip is for adults only. Supposedly you got to be a certain age to even buy it. Um, but I'm glad it's been pulled off the shelves, and I'm glad that they didn't play around. And because companies will, if they can't get away with it. So thank God that this, that they pulled it. Okay. It is what it is, and I'm wondering if it's gonna come back though. I started wondering if it's gonna make its way back, um, or will it be gone forever? You know, and I'm really wondering if they're gonna bring it back into stores. Just make it like harder to get. The next time. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eyes open. Okay, on that. No word if the company has came out and made a statement, okay, about the death of the 14-year-old who did the one chip challenge. Um, but after that, let's move on to my next topic in my comment section, which is gonna be uh trying to listen. A white man, okay. I gotta say that, all right. He popped up on the internet accusing former President Obama of not only being intimate with him, but he claimed he gave him up. PJ, if you will. And not a jet. But anyway, um, he also made claims to have smoked crack with the former president. I said, oh God, oh God. Try y'all know people was in the comments going off. Um, but I said, well, now, first of all, um, listen, I don't know what to believe. I don't, because I wasn't there. Um, they said this took place in '87, child. I was a baby. But I will say a lot of y'all don't seem to buy it. Um, but I will say the people who kind of do, feel like okay, it could be some truth to it. They tie seems like they're tying it into the fact that President Obama, all the laws, okay, that he had made during his presidency, right, regarding the LBGQ community. So yeah, okay. Anyway, shout out to that word on the curve that President Obama was accused of not only being intimate with a man, but smoking crack with him. Absolutely. That's what he said in the 80s. Um, mm, Child, what a shame. I mean, everybody has a past. But anyway, after that, let me get past the story. All right. Um, let's move on to this next topic in my conversation, which is gonna be first take. Now listen, word on the curb is Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Smith was kind of hard to watch. They first taping. A lot of people felt like it was kind of hard to watch because Stephen A. kept calling Shannon Sharp Skip. Shannon Sharp kept calling Stephen A. Skip, and it was really funny. And I said, you know what, Lord, this man, he been with Skip so long. I mean, seriously, he finna have to go home, look in the mirror like this here, like this, and practice. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to run his lines. He gonna have to be on some. The thing is, Stephen A. You see, you know what, Stephen A. See, let me tell you, Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to the point where he probably gonna have to call his boo Stephen A. for a while. You know what I'm saying? Until he get it, like you gotta really, really drive it home, y'all. I give him about 2 more weeks. He'll have it down. All right. But anyway, shout out to that. And I'm glad Shannon Sharp went ahead and made that transition. That should be, really, really good for him, okay? So anyway, shout out to that. Then after that, let me move on to my next topic in my conversation, which is gonna be Hazel E. Now listen, Hazel E and her ex are going back and forth. And listen, I'm a woman, and I love siding with women when I can, but y'all gotta give me something to work with. And in this point, I gotta side with the ex-husband because he was absolutely right. He basically told Hazel E that she doesn't need to be having every single Tom, Dick, and Harry around Ava. Okay, and I agree. Excuse me. I mean, you gotta keep your dating business on the low, until you feel it's right. Now some of y'all feel like it's right too soon. Um, but Hazel E has a little bit of clout, a little bit of celebrity. Um, and I just feel like we should not know who your sneaky links are. That's just that. Period. I mean, could you imagine how Summer Walker feels? I mean, how many of y'all think Summer Walker regrets popping out with Meech? Okay, so shout out to that. Shout out to the girlies who are trying to, just find a way, okay, into stardom, into their stardom. All right. But anyway, shout out to that. And then after that, let's move on to our next topic in my conversation, which is going to be Earl Spence, my boy. Shout out to Earl Spence, okay, and the whole Texas. We in this thing. Now listen, word on the curb is Earl Spence and his trainer Derek James have part ways. Um, Now I cannot deny or confirm this news, but just know I'm tuned in. Okay, absolutely, like a saxophone. Y'all know that. But word on the curb is he might have already hired Javante Davis's trainer. Um, which I would say that's a good look. I would say that's a real good look for Earl Spence. I will also say that, boxing fans worldwide really seem unanimous about the decision of not wanting the rematch, though, at this time, just at this particular time. But it is what it is. It's not up to us, it's up to Earl. All right. So shout out to that. Word on the curve that, Earl Spence might be parting ways with his trainer, okay, and going a different direction. Um, with the Crawford fight, okay? So anyway, shout out to that. And then after that, let's move on to our next topic in my conversation. Oh God. I'm a little under the weather. Child, I can't stand it. I want the sun to come back out. You don't know how much you miss the sun until your kids start bringing stuff home and they bringing it in and y'all everybody sick. But anyway, after that, let me move on to my next topic, which is gonna be Boosie. Now listen, Boosie dropped a diss track to his daughter, and I said, "Oh God." You know, listen, it's not necessarily a story that I will cover because family goes through a lot, okay? Um, and I don't necessarily cover that type of stuff per se, but child, when Tasha K said that if she was the daughter, she would sue him, I said, "Oh God, not your twin. Your twin, Tasha, really?" Child, y'all know Tasha K love to act like she boosted. I said, "Oh God." Tasha said she's gonna sue her twin. Okay, but anyway, shout out to that. And then after that, let me move on to my next topic in my comment section, which is gonna be Joe Budden. Now listen, the word on the curb is Joe Budden called Cardi B's latest drop trash. Mm, absolutely, he did. And I wouldn't go as far as to call it trash, but I will say, in my opinion, it's not a bop. It's not a bop. It seemed like something geared towards the Spanish community, if you will, which confused me why she would bring Megan Thee Stallion on for it. Like, I was confused, okay? But we'll get into that some more on Rap Girls. But I will say, I thought it was nice to see Megan Thee Stallion. First of all, I'm glad she's back, okay? I'm glad the Rap Girl is back. The game needs Megan, but I was glad to see her flex her skills. Yes, on such an ugly beat. Yes, she did. She did her thing. But I do kind of agree with Joe. I don't like the track. I did not like the song at all. Okay, but anyway, shout out to that. Right on the curve, Cardi B is back with new music. Uh, Now listen, let's get into this next topic in my conversation, which is gonna be Tink and Hitmaker. Now listen, word on the curve is Tink and Hitmaker are going through a public breakup, which is strange because they never had a public relationship. Okay, ugh, the things these people do and get away with sometimes, but word on the curve is they both allegedly end up in Cancun. Okay, for his birthday. It was his birthday, but both of them in Cancun, which a lot of people say it's giving promo, and I wouldn't be mad at that at all because I don't know Tink. A lot of y'all seem to know Tink. I don't know Tink. And I've been around the world and you know, like I'm everywhere. You can't miss me. It's hard to miss me. So if it is promo, that would be good. Um, but I will just say this: from the looks of it, it looks like he took advantage of her. Point blank, period. Especially because she said they broke up over money. She made a claim that he asked her for $2 million, okay? And things got funny afterwards. Um, Now I will say this, young bird. The whole internet think you are the problem. Um, Even when you keep your hands to yourself, like period. Um, but I will just say, let me wish Tink some speedy healing. Because she really did. She seemed clueless. She seemed to um not see any of this coming. But I will say this: why be in a such a down low relationship? Like on the low, like on the low. Y'all was on the low. Why? Why? Um, in my honest opinion, it seems like Tink and Hitmaker were really sneaky links, and he just led her to believe that it was something more, but it wasn't really nothing more. That's just my opinion. Uh, but yeah, word on the curb is, y'all seen Tink and Hitmaker allegedly going through a breakup online, okay? But anyway, after that, let me move on to this next topic, which is Frank Martin. Now, in sports news, because y'all know I do handle sports, Frank Martin, the boxer, has boxing fans all over upset, okay? Because he allegedly has called off his upcoming fight to Shakur Stevenson. Word on the curb. Now, since the news dropped that Frank had pulled out of the fight, more news came out and said Frank will be talking to us, letting us know what's going on, soon, but he has yet to come out and say anything. So anyway, shout out to that Frank Martin and the Shakur Stevenson fight might be off, okay? It might have been called off by Frank, all right? But anyway, shout out to that. And then after that, let's move on, you guys. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, okay? Yes, if you rocking with me, make sure you liking it, all right? Shout out to that. And then after that, let's talk about Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. Now listen, word on the curb is, um, excuse me, Iman is catching flag. Iman is catching flag because folks think he cheated. He's cheating. Now, a lady, which is allegedly his side chick, took to the internet and, put a couple of things on the internet, like, just, I don't know what to call it. Just the most petty of the pettiest stuff, like just little clips of the side of his head and stuff like that. Somebody else's husband, by the way, which is just tacky. Um, but I will say this. My audience is not surprised, okay, because I dropped this news a while ago. Just word on the curve that it was trouble in paradise, and they might be headed towards the D word. And since then the couple has not come out to say anything. So I don't know what's going on with Iman and Tiana. But I will say, the two are married and they have kids. All right. So they are a family and I wish them both well. All right. But anyway, after that, let's move on to my next topic in my conversation, which is gonna be Blueface. Now listen, word on the curb is Blueface warns Chrisean. He warns her that if she don't make his child a priority, he gonna file for custody. And I said, oh Lord, now Blueface really do be preaching sometimes, to his little gang banging congregation. Yeah, absolutely, he will. Um, I mean, listen. We were all thinking it. He just said it. When he told Chrisean she needs to sit down. I mean, that was the most popular comment in all the comment sections. Um, sit down. Seriously. But that's because we get it. We understand the magnitude. Chrisean, she seemed to not. She seemed to not at first. But ultimately, I think somebody might have got in her ear. Um, like chill. You know what I'm saying? Like chill, really chill. You know what I'm saying? You been on go. Um, but anyway, shout out to that. Word on the curb that Blueface, threatens to take action if, he said if Chrisean doesn't, make the baby a priority. He just wants to see her being a mother, okay? And also he wants to control her. But we gonna get into Blueface a little bit more. I don't know, possibly later on this week I might do another live. But anyway, shout out to that. Now after that, let's get into this next. I got a bonus topic before we get into some feedback. I got some feedback mixed with some social media cleanse news. Um, and then after that, we're gonna get into some rap girls. But listen, bonus topic is word on the curb is rapper YFN Lucci. He could be out soon. Absolutely. With some yeah, word on the curb is if his trial doesn't go to trial soon, he can get out, okay? Simply because they just been holding him too long, and by law, he might be coming home, okay? And the first thing I thought about, excuse me, was Ray Janae. I sure did. I thought about Ray Janae, and I said, oh my God, what is Ray Janae gonna do if Lucci get out and go to licking them lips like y'all know he do? I said, oh my God. What's she gonna do with that? That was funny. Uh, But yeah, anyway, shout out to that word on the curb that YFN Lucci might possibly get a break, in his trial soon and get out, okay? If prosecutors can't get his trial underway, all right? So shout out to that. Word on the curb has come to an end, everybody. I had so much fun delivering the news to my people. And if you want to get the news from somebody who look like you, make sure you hit subscribe, okay? Yes, hit subscribe and click the bell to get notified whenever I go on, whenever I'm online. Now listen, here's some feedback for Chrisean. Now, Chrisean, congratulations, boo, okay, on everything. All right, when I say everything, I mean everything. Congrats on being a new mommy again. Your story has really been one to watch. It has. Um, Now I was gonna tell you that you needed a social media cleanse, but this is gonna be a little different. Um, Now I was like everybody else when I saw Chrisean crying. I was like everybody else. I was like, oh no, get out of line. Don't do this. And I really wanted her to take a cleanse and just enjoy her baby. Just enjoy being a mommy. Like, just don't do this. But then I thought about it. She's young. She's young, and there's an old school saying, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Um, but Chrisean ended up taking a brief step back on her own. And I just want to say, being a excuse me, being a mommy is a huge blessing. It is, okay? But it's serious business. It really is. It's serious business. And if I was somebody like Rashawn, I would just be trying to get my priorities together. Period. The main thing being important to me would be my baby, of course. Um, and I feel like Krishan, it's important for her that she figures out her work life. You know, uh, cause you could tell she's worried about getting back to her money, back to working. You could tell, and just proving to Blueface and other people that she can still be successful after having a baby. Um, and between that and always thinking about her new baby, I'm sure she's just really, really exhausted. Like really exhausted. Um, she barely has any time to think. And arguing with Blueface, it's a mess. Um, I would definitely have dealing with Blueface at the bottom. He would be at the bottom of the priority list. And you might want to take a cleanse from him, Krishan. You might want to take a cleanse from him and his online antics. Um, Let him talk. You ain't gotta hear everything he say. You don't. Unless he's talking directly to you about being a good daddy to that baby. Period. It's time to start ignoring him. You know? Like I said, I was gonna tell Krishan to take a social media cleanse, but I don't think it's needed. I think she'll be okay. I think she just has to pay attention to how she's maneuvering online. But she can just control her own narrative. I mean, at the end of the day, this is Krishan's internet. It is. You know what I'm saying? For real. Beyonce done passed her the torch, baby. Um, and like make her proud. Okay? Absolutely. Don't come to the internet with your bad moments. Um, there's enough of the good ones, okay? That's what you show. And I want to wish you well moving forward. I know dealing with Blueface is a lot, child. I know it. Oof, child. I can only imagine. But she gonna have to take a step back from that. Um, so yeah, that was her feedback. I don't recommend a social media cleanse at this time because Krishan is young and she gonna be on social media. But what I do recommend is um interacting with Blueface on social media. Yes, absolutely. Sure do. Um, yeah, I would go about it a whole different way. Just recently he was saying that he talks to her through social media. No. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. By the time I get done, he'll be calling. Yeah, he'll have a whole phone number. He calling. Yeah. He won't be talking to me through social media no more. Because he wouldn't be able to get through, you know? So it is what it is. Like, quit reading that mess from him, Krishan. So anyway, after that, that was some feedback for Chrisean Rock. We had some word on the curb. Now after that, let me move on, okay, to rap girls. All right. Absolutely. We've come to an end of the show. And rap girls is here, okay? Now let's talk about what's going on in the rap girl world. Nicki Minaj was dragged on was X, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, she was dragged for posting her album cover after Cardi B had dropped her announcement of her single. Now I said, listen, that's what they do. Okay, it is what it is. Y'all ain't never noticed that before. They do. They do that. It is what it is. Um, they've been doing this. Now I don't know if that's what happened this time, but like, yeah, the rap girls do that all the time. One of them be doing something, and the other one will be like, y'all come over here, y'all come over here, look at me, type of deal. Um, but rap girl Cardi B was called out for using Megan Thee Stallion, actually. And the fans was not happy. They was not happy. They felt like she was using Megan Thee Stallion. And Cardi B, I feel like Cardi B heard that. And Megan Thee Stallion did too. So they went live just to talk about their industrialized, if you ask me, friendship. Okay, it is what it is. Um, but I will say, fans are never happy. They not. They are never happy. You damn if you do, damn if you don't with fans. Um, you would think they would be glad that Cardi B is dropping an album, but Cardi B has since come out to say that it's not coming this year. Uh, Doja Cat says that she's not throwing jabs at Nicki Minaj, and she never would. She doesn't take jabs at her peers. I don't necessarily believe Doja Cat, but it is what it is. Um, Now let's see. Rap Girl Akbar V had asked a question, and I told her I was going to answer it. So here's your answer, Akbar. Akbar asked, why isn't she in the conversation of rap when it's being talked about? When she has skills. And I said, Akbar, you definitely have skills, but you don't have any. Um, you don't have any hits. Plain and simple. Akbar, where's the music? These other girls are being talked about because they got music. They got tracks. You didn't let so many people come after you and walk right on past. It's crazy. Hey boy. So like, get in your musical bag. I'm serious. And like, push. Push harder than you ever have. Okay? Um, for real. Get with some different people. Get with some different teams. If you ask me, it's your team as well. But anyway, after that, I want to give congratulations to Cardi B for having the most VMA nominations this year. Her and 21 Savage. Cardi B will be performing too at the VMAs this year. Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj will too as well. Um, and I said, ooh, now y'all know I say TV is in the dumps because it is. But MTV said not this year, That Moon Man is going out swinging. Shoot. They got Megan, Cardi, and Nicki Minaj all in one roof tonight. Actually, Tuesday tonight. So I'll be tuned into that. And then one more thing before I get out of here. Lotto and Coi Leray continue to take shots at each other. Excuse me. Lotto and Coi continue to take shots at each other. And I said, oh, Lord. It's so little tykish, isn't it? It is. But I honestly feel like Coi Leray is more Lotto speed. As far as like, wanting to beef with Nicki Minaj, I just don't see it. I don't see it for Lotto. She just got to get a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? She got to eat her vegetables. you know. But yeah, I feel like Coil Ray is more her speed. And Lotto dropped a bop. She did. She dropped a bop. I said, okay, Lotto. She got on 21 Savage's artist's beat. And I said, okay. I think these two might be going public soon. So anyway, shout out to that. Um, word on the curve that Coil Ray and Lotto's just, steady going back and forth. All right. But anyway, shout out to that and shout out to everybody who came through. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. All right. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all also click subscribe. We on the road to 10K subscribers. And yeah, I'm having a blast getting there. Okay. Shout out to that. And I'll see you guys next week. All right. I love you guys. And I especially love y'all for loving me. Bye.